Hi, I'm Denny Van. I live with severe food sensitivities.
And I'm Chef Ken. I teach people with food sensitivities how to cook. Welcome to the Food Sensitives Podcast.
So we've been talking about specific ingredients, those ingredients on the list that are on the government's top 8. And then we talked about, for food safety, we talked about there's a top 14 and then a 15. Now we want to get into doing something for yourself. And so, Chef, you've been talking about this recipe book.
Right, the recipe book, it's something I'm very excited about. It personally, because it's putting together recipes for cooking and all that kind of stuff. But for me, it's the catalyst for helping you organize yourself in your kitchen and in your life. Let's take our recipe book, for example. We have a binder that has family recipes that is categorized for allergies per person, also our keto recipes, our gluten-free recipes, and then favorites. And in this recipe book, we'll take pictures of our finished product, put it on our recipes, and decorate our book and stuff like that. And it's a continual project.
I love it because, you can get really creative with this.
And it keeps the creative juices flowing. But on the other end of the spectrum, we have people on the spectrum in this house. So our recipe book has a sleeve next to the recipe where you could pull out a copy of it. So we have backups on the computer. We have a nice printed copy in the book itself with a picture of what it looks like and a piece of paper that you could pull out that you could bring into the kitchen. So because I'm so particular, I don't let anybody hold the recipe book. It's my recipe book, you know what I mean? So what I'm getting to is that is the introduction of organizing your kitchen. So for me, my call to action right now is I'm going to film the beginning of us starting a new family recipe book. I'm not saying that you should follow what I do, but hopefully you get some ideas on how to put one together for yourself. And as I do that, it helps motivate me because I need to get my me's together here in this household. We're going to start working on our kitchen. So the recipe book is the first step for me. Everybody else, it'll be different. And I want to start from the beginning. So we have a before and after. So people see their household, or our household is no different from anybody else's. We all misplace things. We all get to stuff later. And, organizational skills sometimes are better on some days than others.
Yes, and every household is going to be different. This household is a house of 5 adults, so everybody is well over the age of 21. But other households, that household, the mom or the dad might be doing all of the recipe planning, and they have to consider everybody in the household.
Right, and that starts with the book, and I want to try to make it fun. But what I'm getting to is you hit the nail on the head. Is we have 5 adults, and now it's time for us to organize our cooking times, our cooking utensils, and our cooking spaces to accommodate everybody and their allergies and their living situation. I'm not saying anybody else, everybody has to do what we do, but I'm pretty certain that as you watch our YouTube videos, that you'll find something that you can use, and that's basically where I'm at.
I'm really looking forward to this because I think this is something that I have been needing, especially like when I cook for myself. It's completely different than when I cook for the whole family.
And you're absolutely right. And, we could talk about allergies all day long, and I do want to do that. But for me, I have to say, a man of action. I have to do things. So let's talk, and let's talk about what you out there want to talk about, what your allergy concerns are, because that's what I'm concerned with. But what I really want to talk about is the kitchen, the foods, the equipment, methods, and techniques. And when we start with this recipe book, that is the beginning that tells you what kind of equipment you're going to be needing and using, what kind of space you're going to be using up. I mean, it's the first piece of the puzzle, and it take it from there. And if I walk into a place and take it over, let's say, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to use any of the recipes I have. We have traditional recipes, right?
So
But
you're talking about like if you walk into a professional restaurant that hires you to get them out of the red and into the black, right? That's the work you did.
right, right. And you said it, red to black. So my recipes are geared towards their clientele and the culture that they're working with. We would build recipes for that place. And 9 times out of 10, also, it's always cost effective. So I am looking forward to helping people build recipes, not only helping people build recipes, learning from other people who've got some fantastic recipes and techniques themselves. Because as a concerned person about food sensitivities, I am a noob. This is new to me.
And you've just discovered some food sensitivities that you have.
Exactly. So, it's like the doors open for new experiences and new ways of doing things for me. So that's, what I'm looking for from our friends out there. But from me, like I said, right away, as soon as we're done here, going to start putting together a brand new cookbook or recipe book, ours that we use at home. And hopefully when you see these things, you could take something from it.
Yeah, absolutely. Spark some ideas. And then we want to see what you've come up with.
Exactly. I really am looking forward to see what people come up with. And also do not forget that we are going to be doing certain, techniques or learning techniques like flipping bread in a pan to learn how to flip an egg, discussing why you would do that, what you learn from it, what all encompasses, and take it from there. But
yes, because of my allergy to eggs, I'm learning how to flip with duck eggs.
There you go. Yeah, but the whole method of using the saute pan and flipping an egg covers all kinds of cooking, and it just the confidence level for you will be astounding. Like for example, when your son flipped his first egg, that was an accomplishment, and it was an ear to ear smile.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely increased his confidence in the kitchen for sure.
So when it comes to the recipe book, going to do a quick YouTube video. Don't want to do anything too long, but just to show what I've got, what I'm doing. I'm going to have, a challenge for a certain amount of videos to show progression and see what you've got out there. And let's get our lives together. Let's get our food tasting good and safe, and have some fun with it.
Absolutely. And even though you're listening to this podcast, we do have a social learning Facebook group called the Food Sensitives Community. So be sure to join that group. We are going to be getting very busy in that group in organizing and creating that mindset of what you can have and creating those special recipes. And a lot of times, like for our family, there's like 12 to 18 recipes that we just use over and over and over again. So once you find those regular recipes, then you can fine tune them, learn how to change them up just by creating a little bit of change in spice and herbs and what's fresh and those kind of things, so you can get those creative juices flowing.
Oh, most definitely. And then recipe exchanges, because I guarantee you, I've got a chocolate chip cookie recipe that you'll just love. You can't buy it anywhere any better. Simple, gluten free.
And it's not just gluten-free, it's corn-free, wheat-free,
Soy free.
soy-free. Yes,
Soy,
because the chocolate is soy-free. Yes.
right. So I mean, and you'd be amazed, and it's no more effort than making regular old chocolate chip cookies. So there you have it, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm just in a hurry to
Get to it.
that's it, and that's exactly what it is. And that's where we're looking forward to hearing from you folks, looking forward to seeing what you're up to in the kitchen this time of the year. It's June. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're doing in the barbecue because it's too hot to turn on the oven and stuff like that.
Yes. Son number two created an excellent barbecue recipe, and I had thought that I would have to give up barbecue sauce for life.
Yep. You could work with just about anything to make something that's palatable or even exciting and you can enjoy. But with that, I'm looking forward to getting right on this recipe book, getting filming, getting it on YouTube, and so it won't be hard to find.
Make it easy.
Yes, and that's about it there.
Thank you so much, and be sure to subscribe to our podcast and join our group if you are looking forward to doing these exercises to improve every aspect of your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.